Assalamualaikum and evening. So for our group project, we are going to bring the topic which is properties of relation. So first of all, for the background study, relation is like the link between the elements of two sets is described mathematically using relations and functions. These are ordered pairs of the type which is input and output. They are produced by mapping elements. So from one set, the domain of course, to its members of another set, which is the range. So functions are specialized relations that can be used to provide a distinct mapping between the input and the output sets. So you can see later on this slides project, my group member will present to you the source code and how the output will come. Next one, we will see the properties of relation that are covered in our syllabus, which are transitive, reflective, and symmetric. So for the transitive relation, if AB and AC are all within R, then AC is also within R. As for the simple example, if I give you a set of A, 1, 2, 3, so the transitive relation will be 1, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 3. For the reflective relation, each element has a reflexive relation. So this means that it will map to itself. We use for the example that I give you for A has sets 1, 2, 3. So the reflective relation will be 1, 1, 2, 2, or 3, 3. The next one is for symmetric relation. For simple explanation, symmetric relation is something if BA is true, then AB also true. For we use the example that I give you, which is A has a set of 1, 2, 3. So symmetric will be like 1, 2, 2, 1, and for the anti-symmetric, it is a vice versa of the explanation I give you for the symmetric. That's all for properties of relation that are covered in our syllabus, and it's quite simple if you use the sets in numbers. Thank you.
Next, I will explain about the flowchart. Okay, when the process begins, a message is displayed to welcome the user and provide guidelines for the process. Users are prompted to enter pairs of elements that are separated by a space. The flow checks if the entered set is reflexive. If the set is reflexive, the flow proceeds to determine if the set is symmetric. And if the set is symmetric, the flow proceeds to determine if the set is transitive. If the set is transitive, the flow proceeds to check if the set is reflexive. If the set is not reflexive or not symmetric or not transitive, the flow displays the closure. And if true, the set is reflexive, it will display the relation is reflexive. And if false, which is if set is not reflexive, it will display closure and check the symmetry. And if the set is symmetric, it will display the relation is symmetric. And if false, which is set is not symmetric, it will display closure and check transitive. And if it's true, the set is transitive, it will display the relation is transitive. But if false, which is set is not transitive, it will display closure and end. This flowchart guides the user through the process of determine if a given set is reflexive, symmetric, or transitive.
Now I will explain about the source code. So this is the main part of the code. We just call the display message method. Basically in this main code, we just call all the method that we create below. So this is our welcome message method. It includes the welcome message and the instruction that the user must follow. This is method for get the number of elements, how many the user want to enter the elements, After we get the elements, we ask user to input the pair on in each elements. And then this is the method to check whether all the set that input earlier is reflexive or not. After that, if it is reflexive, we just print out this message, and if not, print out this message. So the same for this method. We want to check whether it's symmetric or not, and also this.
So for the output display, first of all, we will choose 3 pairs of elements, which is it will be 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3, 4. As you can see, the output is the relation is neither reflexive, symmetric, or transitive. This means like the pair that we input is neither have the condition to the relation. So as you can see, the reflexive closure of the relation is 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 4. This means that if you want the relation to be reflexive, you need to enter that pair of elements. Same goes by symmetric and transitive closure. So if we want to see as the pairs of the elements we input to be either one of the condition to be that kind of relation. So let's see another input. For this input, I will enter 6 pairs of elements. So this pair, for the first pair, it will be 1, 1. The second pair will be 1, 2. The third pair will be 2, 1. And fourth pair will be 2, 2. The fifth pair will be 3, 3. And the last pair will be 4 and 4. So if you can see, all of the elements that we input is either reflexive, symmetric, transitive. And as you can see, if you see this one, you can see that the input that we enter for the second part of the output is have the condition of the relation that we want, which is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So that's all from the output, and thank you.
So now I'm going to discuss the project limitation of this code. So we have a few, which is 3, which is limited set size, a console-based interface, and an input validation. So for the limited set in size, we have the code that we have created is designed for a specific set, mainly set of 4 elements. The set that has 4 elements, which as you can see here is a equals to 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so it may not able to handle other sets, which will limit its applicability. If the set has an element that's not more than 4 or more than 4, then it will hinder its usability. So for the next one, which is the console-based interface, this code is text-based and console-driven. Thus, when users want to use it, they have to understand how to input the numbers. So, which for a more user-friendly experience, a graphical user interface, which is GUI, could be considered. So, the next one is input validation. The code will assumes every input that the user inserts, that user inputted, is valid. So then it will not perform extensive validation. So by any chance the user inputs some invalid inputs, it it may lead to unexpected behavior from the code and give off errors. That's all. Thank you.